Alright, hey guys, this is Dee. Welcome back to my channel for the Amongst Women series. Today I have my best friend, Sophie, and we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna do the best friend tag. We may goof off a little bit, but mainly we're gonna talk about being in an interracial friendship and some of the experiences that we've had with that, especially as women. How did we meet? Let's start there. Because we didn't start off as friends.
We didn't. I was working at CAM with Juan in the education department, and Dee comes along with her zillions of ideas.
Yeah.
And I was very intimidated.
By me?
You have so many ideas.
I have that effect on people.
And then I remember getting coffee with you.
Oh yeah, about rap and artist opportunities in the city.
Because I was like, who is this awesome person? I need her to teach me her ways. So I don't remember when that was either.
Yeah, we basically started collaborating on a lot of stuff.
We spent a lot of time together.
Protesting and making stuff and working with the artists and on and on and on. Let's just go into the best friend tag. I think a lot of things will come out of this question. Alright, here's some random questions. They're like rapid fire. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Do you take shampoos and conditioner from hotels?
Yes.
No. You're crazy.
We're gonna have opposite answers.
Yes.
To everything.
Yeah, that's one of the staples of our friendship. We're completely opposite. Everything that she hates, I like, and vice versa. Going out to eat is really fun because
we just split.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'll eat the cucumbers.
I eat the pickles.
She eat the pickles.
You eat the tomatoes.
She's more picky than me, so it's a little.
Okay, that's your yeah. It makes it fun. It's like we're opposite in good ways, and I think like that's a good fit. Like you're very logical, and I'm very like visionary and big idea and up there. Do you like to use Post-it notes?
Yes.
This is legitimately one of the questions.
I can answer for both of us. Yes.
Yes. What were your first impressions of me? Intimidation.
No, I mean I a little bit, yes, but more just like impressed with your ideas. I mean, you just like spew ideas.
First impressions of you. Just like, oh, hi. She seems nice. No, it was very basic. It's like
I was so impressionable.
I think I had multiple first impressions of you throughout our friendship. Because once we became collaborators, once you were no longer like associated with Art Museum, then I was like, oh my goodness, she's a genius and she thinks differently, you know? What's your favorite memory together? Mine is actually the United Story stuff, like going door to door.
I like our Thursday night art nights.
Oh yeah. Describe each other in one word.
Visionary.
Green. I think of the color green when I think of you. One thing that annoys you about the other person.
Not don't like, but you are very germophobic, and I am.
Oh yeah.
Not.
That's true. That's very true. You can guess the thing that annoys me.
That I like raisins.
No! Questions.
Oh yeah.
She's like the questionator. Like, she can ask so many questions. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Doesn't like saying I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. One thing you love about the other person. Loyalty. Like, dependable. You can go anywhere in the world together. Where would it be? Yeah. Yes. Just stick with that and start planning it now. Are you racist?
Okay.
This is a great segue into talking about interracial friendship. I think part of like being in a friendship, in a close friendship with a person of another race, And of course, you're not like my first white friend, obviously. And hopefully I'm not your first black friend, obviously. But I think part of it is like learning those cultural quirks and how different parts of our backgrounds and cultures and upbringings influence who we are now, and our norms and our habits and the things that we like.
Yeah, it's super interesting to hear, like, you know, as we encounter like cultural things, how each of us were brought up and like those experiences, they're so different. I'm always learning new things. Like, I don't know. I mean, just even like the things we consumed as children, like culturally. It's like, you never saw that, and you're like, you never saw that.
Yes. Let's talk about this. That's a great point. The things that we watched as children, as young people.
Well, I wasn't allowed to watch TV, so I didn't watch much.
And I watched a lot of stuff, but I didn't often watch things that had like an all-white cast. A lot of the movies that and TV shows that I watched included people of color because of where I went to school, for undergrad and grad school, where I work. I'm most often surrounded by people who do not look like me, and that can create some tension when talking about the things that of our interests. And so I often get people who are upset because I haven't seen like a Meg Ryan movie, and just like, well, do you know Morris Chestnut? Do you know Sanaa Lathan? Have you seen Love and Basketball? And people are like, no. And I'm like, exactly. And we've had that as well. But I think what I appreciate about you is that you're like, yeah, I haven't seen that, and I would like to watch it. So it's like embracing.
We have a long list of movies to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, for me growing up, I wasn't allowed to watch TV or a lot of movies, not because of the content, because my parents were like, no screens. So I watched things like at friends' house, but yeah, it was not, you know, growing up, I was like a very sheltered, privileged child, so I didn't have exposure to a lot of the things you like intentionally were watching, because you wanted to see people who looked like you.
But I think in terms of music, there's more crossover. Because the first few times that I hopped in the car with Sophie and heard her like rapping a song or singing like some R&B and like knowing all the lyrics, I'm just like, okay, those were actually some good first impressions. Like, yeah, I could be her friend.
Yeah, I would say musically I wasn't as sheltered. But I still think, you know, like I am always impressed by like you and Victoria and people who like have this like huge wealth of knowledge about music. I don't, because my parents are older and they just like completely skipped that. And I didn't have older siblings.
Style-wise, I think that's another area where we're completely opposite.
You're more flashy. You like the bling a little bit more than I do. Like, look at this watch. That's pretty sweet.
I think I shop cheap, but it looks expensive.
And I don't shop. So.
I don't shop at all. I would describe your style as like natural chic.
I'll take that.
All right, so that's a little bit about us and our friendship. And I'm going to leave Sophie's contact info for social media, primarily Twitter, in the links below. And then, as always, share this with a friend. Leave some comments below and let us know what's on your mind. What do you like about your best friend? How do you navigate interracial friendships? I'll be sure to comment and maybe pull in Sophie to comment as well.
We transverse from thinking to doing, and then
it's a funnel,
and then back.
That's the funnel. It's the hourglass. Have you ever stolen? What the fuck? I'm not asking that. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? But we both like food. What else?
Nature's boogers.
Exactly. Raisins are nature's boogers. Here, take the spotlight. And you'll look into the camera, not at me. Because then it looks like you're looking up. I am a woman who. You're a woman who helps people make awesome ideas happen. I'm gonna turn this off.